Welcome back. We are really excited because today we are gonna start actually getting our dogs to engage with our paddle boards. So without further ado, allow me to introduce Waffles. Sit, stay. Waffles, can you speak? Okay, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. All right, so you can either take a lick mat and put some fresh food on it like we have here, or we'll show you another way to get your dogs to engage with your paddleboard after this if you prefer a less messy, rewarding option. When you have a lick mat that has a dish in the center of it, it really eliminates the mess. So it makes it kind of like a fun and healthy way to reward your pet. Good girl, stay. Wait, now sit. So you can see Waffles is really excited about that treat, right? She's been staring at it nonstop. She really wants it. She's having the hardest time resisting and having the hardest time staying in that sit position that I asked her to be in. However, the longer that she has to resist, the more she wants it, regardless of where it is. So I'm starting with her treats on the very edge. That way she doesn't have to reach over top of the paddleboard if she doesn't want to. Like if she was a little bit nervous about the paddleboard because it was new to her, then she could really just stand farther away and reach with her nose to the paddleboard and she would still reach it, while also developing that positive association. When I do get to the paddleboard, I get a treat. So it is really important to have the treat on top of the paddleboard during this stage. If your dog is not comfortable even getting the treat if it's on the edge of the paddleboard, then that's when you want to step back and put treats just all around the paddleboard. You want to take that positive reinforcement down to the next level so that they understand the closer that they get to the paddleboard, then the more exciting things happen. However, if your dog gets the treat off the paddleboard right away and they show no fear, then you should strengthen that fearlessness, that courage, that curiosity. You should encourage more of that by keeping the treats on the paddleboard. So I'm gonna scooch it away a little bit. Yeah, good job. Yeah, that's very exciting. So again, this is more advanced. If your dog is nervous about being on the paddleboard at all, like when Waffles gets nervous, this leg shakes a little bit, then it kind of goes into this one too, but this one is the one that she picks up when she's nervous. So if that leg were shaking, then I would not be making her wait. But since she has absolutely no fear, then we are doing a little bit more takeaway and making her really excited for however I'm gonna ask her to engage with the paddleboard. Wait, good girl. Wait, good wait. Okay, so as soon as she got that back paw, this one, on the paddleboard, that's when I gave her release word. That way she still associated her behavior and her interaction with the paddleboard with her reward. And this is just something that you would just want to repeat. You repeat these stages and you ask your dog to get off and then climb back on. All right, Waffles, all done, sit. She knows that if I have her stop eating her treats, it means that I'm going to replenish them with more. That's why she's looking at this bowl, not at that. Waffles, off. Hey, off. I confused her with the hand gesture and she wasn't listening to my vocal language, she was listening to my body language. So sometimes it's best to keep those separated. So since we got her all the way on, she's going to be rewarded for having all of her paws on. Good girl, but she's also not getting on because she has already learned the difference between getting on and off the paddleboard when I ask her to. So she already got the off cue. So she's not getting on. If your dog does though, because we haven't done the on and off cue yet, then that should be rewarded because they're still doing what you asked them to. Hup, wait, okay. So see, she wanted to get it when she had 3, oops, sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry, can I see? Good girl. Okay. I actually clonked her paw but I didn't hurt her. So I wanted to make sure that she didn't create a fear response based on that. Can I see your paw? Good girl. Yes, good girl. But she's also being very cooperative about it and letting me have it. Good girl, staying on the board. I had to fix my human error there. I don't want, once we're on the paddleboard, for her to be like avoiding my hands and trying to watch where her paws are in comparison with my hands. I only want her to focus on her balance on the paddleboard and enjoying herself in the water. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm very careful not to put my hands near her paws from here on out, especially when she does not have a treat in front of her. Waffles, sit. Very good. Off. Go. Wait. All right. So you definitely want to do it a few times just to make sure your dog is fully comfortable standing on top of the paddleboard. Whatever mistakes you make as a human, as a trainer, as an owner, it's okay. You can overcome them with a little extra rewards, as you saw I did when I made a mistake. Hop. Okay. Now this time she got up all the way over here because she knew that she still had to wait for the okay. Because I did it every time that her final paw would hit the paddleboard, she knew that her behavior to activate her reward, if you will, was to get on the paddleboard. So now she has learned the chain behavior of get on the paddleboard, stand with all 4 paws, and wait to be given your reward. So I'm just gonna let her enjoy her treat now. When I'm looking for something dry, I usually go for a dried fruit that I can enjoy too. This time we're gonna use dried coconut, just single ingredient treats that I really buy for myself. But Waffles doesn't eat coconut very often at all because it's so high in fat. This is a perfect treat to make the paddleboard something really exciting and engaging for her. So if she had never been on it before, I would start by doing this. Put a couple of them, I would crumble them up because like I said, they're really high in fat. So I'd crumble them up so that it takes her longer to eat them. And then I would put them on the very edge. Good girl, wait. Okay. All right. Wait. Pause. Okay. Oh my gosh. So she did all 4 paws. The second time I would release her to eat her reward after she had only 2 paws on, and then I would move on to all 4 paws, just like we did with the fresh treats. But the only difference is you use dry treats, you put them in the same spots throughout the journey though. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it helps you get your pup ready to have a great time on the water with you. If you had a good time with us, then make sure that you like this video and subscribe to me so that you don't miss any of our other fun dog-friendly content. We'll see you next time.